You're watching MN1 exclusive coverage from New York City and the SIFMA Technology Management Conference and Exhibit, brought to you by Texas Holdings Inc., texasholdings.com.
Steve Cannibal, Market News First, here in Manhattan, bringing you information on small cap companies and information, some really interesting vendors we've had an opportunity to meet here while we're here in New York at the conferences. The conference circuit really interesting, you know, lots of vendors, lots of buy-side guys. This is really a technology-centric conference. We had the opportunity this morning to hear Duncan Niederauer from the New York Stock Exchange, Euronext, and we've spent some time kind of going around the room and trying to find some of the really interesting technology. Ted Tsung is with us, CEO of Assist LLC, and go check out his website at assistllc.com, all one word. Ted, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for taking the time to to bring everybody up the curve. Our viewers and listeners they seem to thirst for information. You know, they constantly, I probably interview 100 CEOs a month, and you know, they always want new information.
Right.
I thought your product was really interesting, and could you take a couple minutes to describe what it is you do?
Yeah, I mean, the key essence of what we learn when we talk to financial advisor is that they meet a client, they have a lot of call event, but they don't write the report. Nobody likes to type. Everybody likes to speak, they don't like to type. So what we have learned from them is that if we can somehow find a way to capture what they, what the result of the meeting with their client, and somehow can capture that and store into, in this case, Salesforce.com, which is our platform that we're on there, and they can come back to review anytime. They can share with their colleague. They can come back 6 months later. They actually get real understanding of what was the conversation 6 months ago, so you can really take upon the action item. So that was the thinking behind the creation of the product. How do we make advisors more effective, more efficient? And what we also learned, just trying to drag on a little bit, is that salespeople actually love this. Not just the advisor, it's actually salespeople. What we learned at the show, when we talked to a lot of vendors here, and they say, wow, this is great. Now I can really get my salespeople to give me a full report right away.
You have it seems like you have a full embedded market to sell for with 650,000. Salesforce.com. I mean, is this an upsale for the Salesforce product where those guys are taking it and selling it for you? How does the sales channel work?
Well, the sales channels work is that we go two ways. One is we go to find our own client, and second way we go after the existing user of Salesforce.com. And the way we reach out to them, we ask the question, which is we're getting always the same answer all the time. How long is your comment section in your activity report? It's always 3 or 4 characters. I talk to John. That's it. There's no color. There's no insight. So that we ask every one of them. I would say 90% of them told us, it should always be longer. So that's our, we have the answer to that. Should always be longer.
I mean, detailed meeting notes are such critical. Now, let's just talk about the product line. You have the transcriber. Let's kind of define that a little bit for the audience.
Right. The transcriber really, think about it, is really, if you think about it, it's like a vocal notepad. That's the way you think about it. I mean, we have, if you look at Outlook, you have the regular notepad. You can write anything that you want. And this is really the voice version of it. So you can pick up the phone, dictate it, and then have it save it into a database. That's a key thing. If you think about, today we could pick up a phone, dialing a friend or a colleague, nobody answers, we'll go to voicemail. But that's a separate system away from the rest of your system that you have. How do you bring that inside? I mean, obviously many of the high-end telephony system does that, but think about small office, small advisor, not a big corporation. Again, this is where we think we'll shine. Small office, not very enterprise.
Salesforce's target.
That's exactly where we fit in together.
I mean, how did that relationship evolve? I mean, you have a great background with Thomson. You work closely there. You sold them a trading system deployment product in 1998. You've been involved in the company for a long time. This is a sophisticated, complex media company. Obviously, you have a skill set that they desire. How did the Salesforce relationship develop?
Well, the key momentum was that on my last assignment at Thomson, I was involved in Salesforce. I'm doing the CIM review, and that's how I sort of learned the company very well. And then afterward, I thought, Salesforce.com really is a great platform.
Yeah.
It's extremely flexible. I came from technology backend. That's where my training was, and I thought this was an excellent platform to develop application. In fact, we developed the transcriber product and then the other product, or advisor product, in a matter of I would say months. Mm-hmm. So again, if you look at it from the speed of development and speed of deployment, Salesforce.com clearly is I would say number one today in the platform side.
Let's talk about just, where the industry is evolving. Where was it in 1990? Where is it today? Where's it going to be? Let's kind of talk about that evolution.
Right. And the way, if you look at the CRM in general, and the area of focus, which is really in the retail financial advisor, that's our main focus. We like to think that especially with the recent Merrill Lynch ruling that has just been squashed by the appeals court, that obviously will have a huge impact. So we think the advisor need a good CRM system with a lot of content to back it up, so that when they get audited by SEC because they have to perform fiduciary responsibility, they have something to back it up. Mm-hmm. So we think the CRM actually will have a huge growth in the next few months or years.
Yeah.
Now. That's our viewpoint.
Profitable business, good margin business?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's why we're all in
That's
it.
all in here.
Yeah.
That's all in here, yes.
What is, where's it going? We kind of talked about where it came from, where it is. Where's it going?
In terms of the company, well, we would like to think that we will expand our product line to all the sales area. Mm-hmm. And right now, we focus on financial advisors as our beginning part. We like to think that our Vocal Notepad transcriber product has huge application in any sales environment.
Sure.
It doesn't have to be advisor. It could be any salespeople. In fact, what we learned at the show is that our best lead is all the vendor that's exhibiting here.
Yeah.
And I would say at least a quarter or half of them are Salesforce.com user. They all coming by to our booth saying, wow, we heard you have this great product. I want to find out what it is.
Vocal Notepad, you're a salesman's best friend, you're a savior. They could be, laying in their hotel room bed all hung over and just talking.
Well, the idea is right after the meeting, when you're walking to the parking lot, pick up your cell phone and describe the meeting result. It's a real-time system, and that's a key thing to it.
Ted, why don't you, our audience is primarily, I think, your target audience. Can you talk directly to the audience, tell them where they can find you and, so they can follow up?
Absolutely. Our website is www.eassist, that's EASSIST LLC.com. And from the website, you can find out that we actually have a registration feature that you can register for free for our Vocal Notepad. So please go to the website, check it out. You'll be very impressed. Thank you.
Ted Tsung, CEO, Assist LLC.com. This is a Vocal Notepad you have to go check out. Believe me, when I get home, I'm going to go take a look at it because our sales guys need it. It is a salesman's best friend. You got to go check this one out. Really interesting. Great to see some vendors here. Ted, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you.
Really interesting product.